from you and assisting in any way we can is one of my most important jobs. So thank you for calling my Washington, D.C. office. If you'd like to leave a message or comment on an issue, please press 1. If you need assistance from a member of my staff, please press 2. Thank you again.
Wait while I transfer your call. Senator Markey,
Hi, I'm calling about the man-made starvation in Gaza. I was wondering if I could share some updates from The Guardian.
Yeah, I can take any of your comments or concerns you may have.
Excellent, great. I'm reading that civilians are now eating grass because they're out of food, and it says that trucks are waiting weeks for approvals. These are all quotes directly from The Guardian. Quote, Israeli forces have also attacked aid convoys and bombed warehouses inside Gaza. Doctors Without Borders said it had, quote, consistently been denied the import of power generators, water purifiers, solar panels, and other medical equipment. And a UK aid shipment containing 2,500 solar lanterns and 1,350 water filters was also rejected. I don't understand why Israel would be rejecting shipments from an ally like the UK unless its intention is to starve the civilians.
Mm-hmm.
I also... Oh, did you have...
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, continue.
I just... Do you have an idea? Like, why would they reject a UK aid shipment?
I'm not too sure about why they may have or why they have that decision. But I have been noting down all your comments and concerns.
Great.
We'll make sure to send all of these to the senator.
Excellent. And then, I mean, does the senator respect Doctors Without Borders? Is that like an organization that he would support in their efforts?
I'm not too sure. I don't have information on that yet. But,
Okay.
I mean, when it comes to like, if he supports or denies any issue, you can check the press releases on his page.
I didn't see any press releases condemning the blockages on the shipments from the aid organizations or the UK government.
Right. Then we may not have any information regarding that issue yet, but there should be a press release on it soon.
Mm-hmm. The last press release that I saw was on his website, and it says, this is Senator Markey, Ossoff, and Warnock signed letter in support of ongoing U.S. diplomacy. This is February 14th. And it says, we continue to support Israel's right to pursue the removal of Hamas from power in Gaza. But it also noted, we recognize that without a break in fighting, humanitarian conditions will become catastrophic, and thousands more innocents, including many children, will die. So it didn't state anything about, what America is going to do if Israel keeps blocking the shipments of our humanitarian aid.
Right. Well, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, we don't have any information on the senator's say
Okay.
on this. But as I said before, I have been noting down all your comments and concerns, and I will make sure to send this to the senator.
Sure. I had another thing I wanted to read as well. Is that all right?
Yeah.
This is from UNICEF. That's a charity that I really respect. I think they've done great work for a very long time. I don't know about you, but this is a statement from UNICEF. It says, the depth of the horror surpasses our ability to describe it. As soon as you drive through the north, you get that universal gesture of hunger of people putting their hands to their mouths. A lot of children, women with very gaunt faces. In the city of Khan Yunis, there is utter annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
When I read a statement like that from UNICEF, which Apple featured UNICEF on their website. Microsoft featured UNICEF on their website when Russia attacked Ukraine. So I feel like that's probably the most respected organization in America, if that is the one that these large corporations chose to feature. But if UNICEF is saying that people are facing utter annihilation, I just don't understand what message is the senator waiting for before he will call for an immediate, unconditional humanitarian ceasefire so that the millions of people in Gaza can live.
Right.
And my ultimate question is, like, is the senator willing to kill 2 million people if Hamas doesn't release the couple hundred hostages? I mean, I deplore the war crime of holding people hostage. I see that it's obviously made Israel very upset, but at the same time, like, it's not legal to kill a civilian population. I pulled this up from Wikipedia. It's just the entry on starvation as a crime. And the first sentence says, starvation of a civilian population is a war crime, a crime against humanity, or an act of genocide according to modern international criminal law. And when I read that UNICEF is saying the words utter annihilation, and when I see that Israel is rejecting aid shipments from allies, and when I see that Israel is rejecting aid shipments from respected organizations like Doctors Without Borders, and when I read Israel stating that they want to make Gaza a place where no human being can live, and they want to treat all people as terrorists, I don't see anything here except acts of genocide, of killing a civilian population. And I can't fathom why a senator of the United States, particularly for a Democratic district or state, wouldn't have a statement out condemning acts of genocide and calling for that immediate, unconditional humanitarian ceasefire such that the millions of people who are there can survive.
Right. Well, thank you so much.
Do you have an answer to that question, though? I mean, is there a certain number of people that the senator is willing to allow Israel to kill if Israel doesn't get their hostages back?
Unfortunately, I don't have a response to that as we don't have any information.
May I also read this as well? Because this was Israel's stated intention. This is from an NBC article back on October 9th. It said, an Israeli official said the siege would allow no food, water, electricity, or fuel to 2.3 million Gaza residents, half of them children. And when I read that, like, we've known that this was Israel's plan all along, all the way back to October. Their plan was to commit a war crime and or an act of genocide. And I further would submit that it is an act of genocide, and I'd also like to share with you some quotes that I pulled from Israeli officials. Is that okay?
I'm so sorry. I unfortunately do have a meeting right now, so I do have to run.
Okay.
But thank you so much for calling in. I've been writing down everything you've been saying, and I will make sure to get this to the senator.
All right, thank you. And I hope you'll protest if he doesn't continue doing anything to stop this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye.